Well, our moms think we're funny.
So, hey everybody, my name is Trurk182,
And I'm Acomi.
and I'm eating a cinnamon raisin. I'm sorry, blueberry biscuit
Yeah.
right now because I'm hungry, and we got podcasts to do. So
Yeah.
I'm
Damn
gonna
straight.
kill two birds with one stone.
And I'm watching super jacked Chris Evans running down the street. So,
You know that I think I told you this, that he's got these prosthetic shoes on that look like feet,
yeah.
and it'd be the stupidest. I mean, that's the weirdest thing to have as far as a prop from a movie. But I'd love to have the Chris Evans like prosthetic shoe feet or feet shoes.
Bad news, Tarantino's already got those.
Oh, shit. No, because I don't think he cares about men's feet, just women's feet.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Apparently, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood has more, like, foot in the camera shots than any of his other movies.
Really?
That's what I hear. It's like, at this point, he's just, like, kind of stopped trying to be subtle about it, and he's just leaning into it.
I don't understand feet, man. I mean,
Yeah, I've never gotten the fetish. Someone out there help us.
I don't really want to know. I can't. I mean, because I may never look at a big toe the same way ever again.
I want to hear exactly what it does for you. Explain to me. Maybe we're missing something really good.
I mean, like, is it do people have hand fetishes? I mean, I guess they do, but you never really hear. We hear about foot fetish. We never really hear about a hand fetish.
There are fetishes for everything.
I mean, but like to that extreme, I guess.
Well, no. Nothing's as widespread as foot fetishes.
It's like, so if it's like a picture of a foot, with like an ankle bracelet on, is that like is that like lingerie for a foot, or like a toe ring? I mean,
that's foot bondage, man.
foot bondage. There's like a tattoo on a foot. It's like, oh my god, that is so damn sexy.
I don't know. There's some people who wouldn't be into tattoos on feet.
Yeah, it's true.
It's, like, oh, why would I put a sticker on a Buick, man, or whatever?
It's like me with like
fancy cars.
It's like me with tattoos on thighs. I'm like, oh no, I don't know. Or on like the breastal, chestal area. Like,
right.
I mean, depending on the person, I'm like, okay,
the badonkers, if you will.
Yeah, I mean. I say sometimes they say depending on the person it's okay, but the other times like yeah. So I can understand why some people are like, oh my god, no. It's like, oh, you've killed it. I can never look at feet the same way again. Oh man.
Yeah. So, boy, we jumped into a weird one.
That was not my fault. So life on planet Earth.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
It's been pretty bad for a hot minute now.
For several different reasons. But how do you feel about life on other planets?
Well, we've talked about that. I don't really think it's out there.
No, I mean about like living on another planet. Like, so let's take like Wall-E, where you're on a spaceship just like traveling through, space, or going somewhere to maybe to another destination. Who knows what?
So, like, if we were to say, like, move some people off of Earth and put them on other planets.
Mm-hmm. I know the perfect place for some people. It's a perfect little planet, kind of all by itself. No neighbors that really going to bother you.
Yeah.
It's pretty much uninhabited, but it can sustain human life. For the most part, of course, you can do. There's very few what we would consider, if I'm going to use Star Trek terms, M-class planets out there that we can just move to. So we'd have to do something to make it livable for humans.
Right.
But so this planet here is like, it's somewhat livable right now, but in certain areas, but you have to kind of, if you want to expand, you'd have to kind of expand your habitation area, technologically speaking.
Right.
So, but it's a nice little planet, LV-426. And there's quite a few people that I think would do very well on that planet. I'd love to send them there.
Yeah, definitely. I could submit a list now for that.
So,
but I got to be honest. I think that most planets people would ruin.
Well, I don't think they could ruin LV-426.
That's totally fair. But I would say, like, if we were to go somewhere like within our solar system, a totally uninhabited planet. People would fuck it up,
Another really good planet, and this one does not need any terraforming at all. It's perfect the way it is, and it can sustain human life without a problem. Planet Klendathu. There's a lot of people I'd love to send to planet Klendathu as well. I think they do very well on that planet.
Yeah.
So
what about Rigel 7?
Yeah, I think that'd be or Omicron Persei 8. I think they do very well there as too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but Clendathu and LV-426, I think that there are a lot of people on this planet that would be quite happy living there.
Yeah.
And I think they'd make quite a
For the
living for
rest of
themselves.
their lives.
Yeah. They'd never want to come home.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that would be their home. So
Yeah.
they'd never want to go anywhere else. Was it? Isn't the planet Rigel in Star Trek? Isn't that the like the pleasure planet that they always go to? That Riker always wants to go to.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not as familiar with my Star Trek lore as Star Wars.
I see.
Which is a damn shame, because I find Star Trek very, very interesting. I've just never been able to like really immerse myself in that franchise the same way I have Star Wars.
I would have to say that I think with some minor movie exceptions, I do find Star Trek more enjoyable overall.
It's a world I would rather live in than Star Wars.
I agree. So
Star Wars kind of sucks as far as that goes.
Well, we've had a discussion about that.
Yeah.
Everything's wrong with Star Wars. That would definitely be a Sith, no doubt about it. So yeah. So let's say that we could let's say that we weren't in control of who got to leave the planet,
Right? Because we wouldn't be. It would be
right.
the 1%.
No, but let's say that we though could choose. Well, let's see. I would say we choose a planet to go to, but now, so let's speak realistically then.
Sure.
Elon Musk is God, I wish we could substitute him with Elon Tusk. I'm just saying. I mean, Musk is what he is, but I think Tusk would just be so much better to. I could converse with him a lot more.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we just need to find him and ask him, because I know that he would just be like, "You son of a bitch, I'm in."
Totally.
So, but he's working on his rockets and stuff like that, and I think he's planning on sending them to Mars, or isn't that right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, who knows? He's always got these big ideas.
Yeah.
But I think Mars is like the closest planet to us that, as far as we can tell, is possible of sustaining life with some modifications.
Right. Yeah. They'd need to set up a biodome or something.
Right. Have to create like some atmosphere processors or something like that. So that being said, how do you feel about colonizing Mars?
I kind of have to side with C.S. Lewis on that one. Let's pray that mankind never escapes the Earth to spread his terror and iniquity elsewhere. I think it'd be that kind of thing. Like, if we ever got to Mars, we'd fucking ruin it. They'd set up the little biodome thingies, and it's like, oh yeah, here's where everybody lives, and it's like, and now we need a mall and a Starbucks and a McDonald's.
Well, let's be fair. As soon as they found that you were capable of like getting to Mars, Starbucks would be like the one behind making that possible. Be like, oh hey, like before you had anything else built, there'd be a Starbucks there.
Oh yeah. And then eventually, there's still going to be like racism and classism, because that's a human problem. So you're going to have like areas where there's the rich people, and then you're going to get like kind of the more podunk areas, and they're going to start setting up like Dollar Generals and shit like that, and it's not going to be good. It'll just be like a matter of like a generation or two before it all goes to shit and just becomes another Earth.
I hate to say it, I agree, but I agree. Well, first off, when we do decide that we're going to colonize Mars, so let's say that's it, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to colonize Mars. That's how it's going to be. Well, first, it's like, who is going to get there? Like, who's going to get to Mars first? That's going to be the big question.
Mm-hmm.
And that's also going to be the biggest issue, is whoever gets there first gets basically to grab the land that they want.
Right.
Or if some people may even say that if I get there first, I can claim Mars for myself.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, it make everyone else mad. And everyone's like, you can't do that. You can't have it. So And because you've got countries that just aren't capable of that. They've never been set up in a way that they have that kind of technology. Like financially, they're not ready. And for the most part, as a world, we've never tried to help those people either. They think that the idea is that, well, you do it on your own.
Right.
Why should we help you? We've got our own problems to worry about, or and plus, it's also the thing is, it's the unbreakable principle.
Right.
So we can't be a rich country unless you're a poor country. Otherwise, how do we know we're a rich country?
Right. When everyone's super, nobody is.
Exactly. So you have some people that are never going to have a stake in Mars at all.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to fight over like who gets like what kind of territory and who gets this. So if my country gets there first, then we could stake out and say, well, we want all of this area right here. And then when someone else shows up there, they would go, well, hold on now. We want this area right here, but who knows when they're going to get there.
Right.
The first person to get there is going to probably be there for quite a while.
Yeah. It'll be Canada.
Probably. And see, that wouldn't be so bad.
Yeah, I could live with Canada being there. I mean, the thing is, if America does it, then, it's not only going to be a classist, racist thing, like within Mars itself, but it's also going to be, the Mars inhabitants are going to think they're way superior to the Earth inhabitants, because it's like, oh, we've come so much further than you.
And see, that's the other problem, is that you're going to get this thing where, at first, everything on Earth is going to be like subsidizing Mars.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to be sending things there because they don't have anything.
Yeah.
While you're building things like, atmosphere processors and stuff like that, the people are going to be living in, some kind of biodomes or, habitat, whatever they're going to be living in. For who knows, for years while they get this stuff ready for everyone else,
mm-hmm.
suffering all kinds of like dangers and perils and disasters and all that stuff. If a biodome malfunctions or something that's done right, you're basically looking at everybody in that thing just being wiped out.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have a lot of deaths. And there's probably going to be some countries or places going to wait and be like, I'll wait until you get that part set up. Then I'll create like a joint like effort with you to work in, because we won't have to put up as much income or finances of our own to kind of get this thing working.
Right.
So you're going to have that, but they can't grow anything. They don't have anything. Everything they have is going to come from Earth. So once they do start to get things set up, they're like, okay, well, when people start to live there, it's like, well, you kind of owe everybody on Earth a debt.
Right.
Or the people on Mars, like, well, what do you have? Because you're taking so much from us. So what are you contributing back?
Right.
And then you're not really adding to our infrastructure. So what are you giving back to us?
Mm-hmm.
Until or unless they find something on Mars that we need. So if you go to like a movie like Total Recall, okay, well, they've got tribinium on Mars, which they're mining.
Neutron, they have rubies.
No.
Ruby madness! Ruby madness!
But they got the tribinium, and since that's the only place you can get it, then Cohagen rules over Mars completely. Mm-hmm. He can do whatever he wants, and no one's going to say anything, because if Earth tries to interfere, he's like, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to shut down the pyramid mines, and you guys won't get your precious tribinium. And so I do what I want, and you guys are going to turn a blind eye to it as long as you're getting what you need from it.
Right.
So when that happens, that's when the tables get flipped, and that's when you get your whole classist thing coming in, right? All that kind of stuff. And then now things are uneven. And then that's also when you get to a point where once we get to a certain point on Mars that where we can contribute back, well, who says we need to?
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe now we're sustainable and we don't need you anymore.
Yep.
So all
it's going to do is pull away from the Earth economy and feed into the Mars economy with no guarantee that it'll ever reciprocate.
And you're going to say, well, that probably wouldn't happen. England, America. So, I mean, that's a big possibility. And then the people that are going to go to Mars first are going to be the ones that need work. So you can be like, oh, you need work? Come work on Mars, right? Since you're not going to have any, for people that first go to Mars, there's not going to be anything really there. You're not going to earn money because you can't spend it on anything. There's nothing here. Right. So everything is going to be given to you, and that's going to be a big incentive. Come to Mars, everything is paid for.
Right.
You know, we're going to
Right.
give you your food, we're going to give you housing, we're going to give you everything. All you got to do is just kind of risk your life a little bit to help build this place up.
American military.
So then, once it's built up, then that's when the more, I don't say the affluent, but that's when the powerful people come in,
Right.
like the business, and then that's when things start to get separated, and you have that huge class divide between the workers and then like the people that run companies or that kind of stuff, and you don't have anybody in between. And then they're like, well, you know what? We're not dependent on the Earth anymore. The Earth is going to charge us for different things, so we're going to start charging you for that.
Right.
And since we haven't developed a monetary system yet, maybe we'll start doing it. We'll start maybe indenturing you.
Right.
You know, and that's how the whole thing starts. So then when it does get to a place where it's going to be little cities with, you know, shopping centers and, you know, homes, and not just like the little shanty towns that you lived in. And that's where, again, you got that big class divide there, that these people that helped you to build that are never going to be the people that are going to live in those other places.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like I said, and that's provide that, if you're still dependent on the Earth.
Yeah.
If the Mars is no longer dependent on Earth, then those ruling classes, I mean, Mars becomes a big dictatorship.
Yep. Yep.
And you know, you may have this like great source that you're creating, or that you're like mining or finding or processing, that you would never actually be a part of. You're not, you can be like given like a stake of Mars, or, you know, like, oh, you're gonna get like 10% of this, or you're gonna get, you know, 40 acres and a Martian mule or something like that. Like who knows? It's like Sea Lab. It's like screw you, we're not gonna keep those treaties.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, it's like if it's going to be such a small thing, you know, Mars would have to start off as small colonies. It's not like it's going to be something the size of New York right off the start. You know, it'd be pretty easy for people to just be like, yeah, fuck the laws. We can just kill the rich people and eat them, and then Mars is our planet.
Right. And then, you know, who's going to run it? And then, and the other thing is, it takes so long to get stuff from Mars to Earth and that sort of thing. You know, it's going to be a while before you're even going to be to a point where you're going to be like, not even independent, just to where you can really start to contribute, not back to Earth itself, but to just your own people on Mars.
Right, right.
That's going to be a while. So it creates a lot of problems of its own. And I can see where on the surface, a lot of people would be like jumping at the chance, because you can, like, it's a chance for like a whole new start. Here's a whole new like world. There's like this kind of like Come to America. Here's a new place that we can start over again and make right.
Right.
But unfortunately, everything that you're using to do that is all the broken stuff that you're bringing with you. You know.
Yep.
So
it's like, if you think that there's going to be no like climate change on Mars after we get there, then you're sorely mistaken.
Right.
The problem is the problem's not like Earth. The problem is that humans fuck up everything they touch.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been doing that for at least the 6,000 years of recorded history that we have. So, I mean, all it's going to do is, you know, there's Mars and it's this unsullied planet, and we're going to go sully it.
And actually, it's actually before, you know, the 6,000 years, because like the very first page of written history was like, I killed this guy to get his skin so I could write this down with.
Yeah. I mean, that's basically it. That's like the whole point of the Cain and Abel story, is that like he's the first person in history to kill a man and brag about it, basically. Or I think that's like Cain's son or his grandson. It's like, I killed a man who did me wrong, or something like that.
I shot a man in Canaan just to watch him die.
You know, Johnny Cain.
Thank you, Ryan. Johnny Cain. Oh, I love that song you did, Tennessee Camel. But I mean, it sounds great, but the other part of that is, like, as the Earth starts to become overpopulated, you're like, well, then we'll just move to Mars, you know, we'll sort that. But it's that whole broken thing. If you haven't fixed the problem here, only thing you're going to do is you're going to overpopulate that area too.
Yep.
You know, and it's that same cycle over and over again. And then what happens when you have two planets that are completely overpopulated and have been used up, and no resources, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's Ray Bradbury did a lot when he did the Martian Chronicles. So if you've never read Martian Chronicles, it's fantastic. A lot of really good stories in there. But he talked about some of that stuff, like stories like was it The Other Foot, and things where there's stories where they go in there like, oh hey look, because the Martians aren't there for the most part. And Martian Chronicles is a series of short stories that take place on Mars, but they are some ways connected, and they do kind of follow like a timeline. Mm-hmm. But they're not. It's not like technically one big story. They're loosely connected. Some actually are more tightly connected than others, but the Martians aren't there for the most part. But then you do see some occasionally, and you do see like the remnants of the Martian society. And at one point, these soldiers come across this Martian church, and they're looking at it like, hey, look at this place, and and it's abandoned, and they just start shooting it up.
Wow.
And they've got like Martian stained glass windows, and they just start destroying the place. And they're like, why are you doing that? It's like, it's not our stuff, it's like, and it's like that if you when you get there and you start doing things, and you're just gonna carry over all that stuff that you brought, and you're just gonna kind of perpetuate those whole things over again, and you're gonna eventually overpopulate that. Then so what do you do? What do you do when you got two overpopulated planets? They're low on resources.
Yep.
And you start looking for another planet to go to, or like I mean, I don't know. And Mars is not very big compared to the Earth either.
No.
So,
and it doesn't have the resources. Even if we can terraform it to make it support life, it'll never be able to produce as much food per acre as Earth does. It's just not going to happen.
And think about and who knows what you can grow on Mars? I mean, you're thinking about, well, we can grow. We can, once we get a suitable habitat, and we can get things to produce because we've got some kind of if you take a look at what's the movie, the Matt Damon movie,
The Martian.
Yeah, thank you. I kept trying to think it was something else, but yeah, The Martian.
It's I don't want to say The Martian because that sounds a bit obvious, but okay.
Yeah, The Martian. Because I kept thinking of the book. I'm like, the book. Which the book I really liked a lot.
Yeah. I hear it's really good.
Oh yeah, I dug it quite a bit. There's a lot of science in there, but I mean that's one. Even though I didn't understand it all, that's what I dug about it. But in that, he grows potatoes. That's what he eats. He had some potato seeds, and he grew those using some of the dirt and soil they had from some of the stuff they were doing, and then taking his own human waste and doing all stuff. But he had to devote a whole section of his habitat to create this greenhouse. Right. And at one point he blows it up, and he thinks he's lost everything. But that you have to think about, what are you going to grow there? You're going to have to get earth soil and somehow be able to make it work. What if you can get a nice atmosphere on Mars and within your area, and then you make Martian soil possible for growth. Mm-hmm. But you might not be able to grow Earth plants or food there. Right. And if you can, it may end up becoming some kind of some mutated version of whatever. So what do you grow there? And is it going to be something that that is edible?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's there are people who can't even eat things from another country. And some people get sick drinking the water from other countries. Getting a resource from a whole other planet, I mean, that could completely kill you, in one go.
Not to mention that you talk about a class thing and a racial thing. After living on Mars for a while, your body is going to change, and the bodies of your children and descendants are going to change because you're closer to the sun now. And I'm just going to tell you, closer to the sun, it means you're going to be a little bit darker. So I'm just saying, if you
checkmate racists,
if you have problems with people of darker skin color, you may not want. If you have problems with people of darker skin color, you may not want to move to Mars. So I mean, your body's gonna the difference in the gravity, the atmosphere. Those are all things that are going to affect you your physiological self, and it's also going to affect you psychologically too.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's the other thing too, is you think about like entertainment. What are you going to have for entertainment?
Yep.
You know, it's going to take forever for sort of TV signals or whatever to get from Earth to Mars. It's not like you're going to be making your own movies there. So again, you're going to be dependent on whatever they can get to you, which is always going to be way delayed. Right?
You know, that's crazy to think about. We could live long enough to see the first porno shot on Mars. Theoretically. Hell of a lot could happen in 20 years.
That's true. I'm just trying to think of how much different that would be, though.
I don't know why the very first thing my mind went to was porn, but you know they're going to shoot that before they shoot a feature-length movie.
Well, yeah, and then of course, like Sony, everybody else be waiting around to see what format they're going to use. That's what's going to win the console wars. You know, that's, I mean, come on, that's because that's what is it going to be, like Blu-ray or HD? It's like, oh, what? Which one did porn choose? Oh, there you go. Blu-ray's the winner. You know, is it going to be like VHS or Betamax? Which one did porn choose? VHS. VHS is the winner. But Betamax superior. I said VHS is the winner. Like, I hate to borrow a line from like Charles Barkley. You know, it's like I told you about the Olympic thing, right?
Yeah.
It's like, you know, during the Olympics, when the Dream Team was there, and they were playing basketball against the other teams who did not have like basketball teams, and they were made up there that country's professionals. Right. They weren't like the U.S. professional players. and after the matches, the players would come over there and they would want to like shake their hands and ask them if they could, like, oh, can I have your shoes? And Charles Barkley said, "No, you can't have my shoes. You came here to get beat. Now go home."
Such a dick move.
It's so damn funny.
It is funny. It's really funny.
So, I mean, you would, you know, yes, like, yeah, Betamax might have been superior, but yeah, you got beat, now go home. But
we're going to have categories on Pornhub of like interplanetary porn.
Oh, man.
Hot Martian bitch sucks Earth dick.
Oh,
all caps real.
It's okay, I get 2 mouths, one for each of you.
What are you doing, Step Martian?
Oh no, Step Martian mom's trapped under the boulder again. So I've heard, I was so...
Get help, I'm stuck in the airlock.
I've heard, and I don't know where I read it, or I hope I'm not making this up, but that like there was a zero gravity porn that was made.
Shot on the ISS, right?
Huh?
Yeah, the one it wasn't shot on the ISS, was it?
I don't remember, but I think I remember reading about that, and they were like, yeah, you don't want to watch it because, you know, when you're having sex, you know, your body is moving, and parts of your body are moving as well. Mm-hmm. But they're all moving in accordance with gravity.
Yeah.
In 0G, things are moving without the laws of gravity. So they're moving in ways that that you don't want to see.
Isn't that kind of the same thing as like underwater porn, though?
Not quite, because there's still like there's some flotation there, but it's still, everything still goes down.
I guess. I mean, I can't watch the underwater stuff because I just think about how long they're holding their breath, and it's like, oh god.
Well, that's just like when you watch a movie where the person is like underwater and they're trying to like escape from something, and you just find yourself holding your breath. You're like, okay, now if that were me, would I be able to do that?
Yeah.
It's like, like you watch an underwater porn, it's like, I gotta come, I gotta breathe. One of the two. It's like, come on, come.
But yeah, no, I heard that, like, I think Pornhub was offering like $1 million for a porno shot in 0G, but I didn't know if it ever actually happened.
I don't want to see the money shot. That's, no. I don't like money shots in 0G. They get everywhere. But yeah, like, so if you do have people like say living on Mars, you're gonna have to have some kind of entertainment. You're gonna have to have something, and you can take all the, like, you know, all the Blu-rays and DVDs or whatever else of like Friends and Seinfeld, but eventually that's going to get old, and especially if they, someone they get like, they oh man, dude, I just watched like, like Avengers movie 6, and it's like 6. Shit, man, I haven't even seen 4 yet. It's like, when is 4 going to get here? 2 more years. 2 more years, it'll be here. Damn, transmissions are slow. Nope. Asteroid came in between the transmission and interrupted the signal. They got to like start like uploading it all over again. Like, God, son of a bitch. So you have to have something there. You're going to have to be able to keep the people, happy and all that. So again, you're going to be dependent on Earth for a while. And,
Yep.
And the thing is, you forget about that while they're building all this stuff. You have to have things like psychiatry and stuff, because people are gonna go a little stir crazy.
Oh yeah,
Ruby Madness. And then some kind of like some kind of like police force or something too. It's not just like we're gonna put a bunch of workers out there to start building shit.
Yep. I feel like some of it may become like some of the entertainment may become kind of clandestine, like Reign of Fire, where they're just like reenacting Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That would be kind of cool too. Make sweeted movies, but they be Martianized.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Martianized movies. Everything just takes place on like red dirt. That would be cool. Is Jaws, but instead of it being in the water, it's Martian sand.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. So see, that'd be cool.
The old sandworm.
Yeah.
We're gonna need a bigger sand boat.
You ever seen a sand shark? It's got dead eyes, like a doll's eyes. And then, of course, you're going to have Martian slang, because, people are going to start making up their own shit for, like, what goes on there. And then, And then don't forget about all new Martian diseases.
Oh, God, yeah.
Because, it's not because people are going to be doing weird stuff out there. It's because a new environment, your body's going to adjust, and it's going to do different things, and then there you go. So...
This drink tastes funny.
It's because I put some funny stuff in it. So, in some ways, I like the idea of the expansion. But at the same time, expansion is not... With expansion, you always get the good and the bad.
Mm-hmm.
And it's... I almost feel like for us to expand, we would need someone else to kind of help guide us.
Yeah.
So we need to make like another race. Not to take too much from Porno for Pyros, but we would need another race of oh, hey, so we can help you guys along and help, rein you in and keep you contained where you need to be, so that you don't end up kind of going off the rails. and then there are going to be people that that you're going to have this thing where people are going to hate the people on Mars. You're going to forget about, it's like, you may have used to been Earthlings, but you're not Earthlings anymore now.
Oh, yeah.
Now you're Martians. And
that'll happen within a generation, because as soon as people start getting born on Mars, then they're considered Martians.
Yep. But how are they dueling intergalactic citizenship? So, but I'm just going to say people of Earth are stupid.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to put it out there. And not everybody is stupid, but as a general race or class of people of Earth are stupid. And I'm going to bring up 2 points to prove this. And I know some people are going to push back, and these are things that I've raised for the longest time. And I'm actually going to pull up something real quick here.
All right.
That way I can kind of help illustrate my point. So the planet Saturn.
Yeah.
What do you know about the planet Saturn?
It's got rings.
Okay, it does have rings. But did you know that... let's see, where are we at here?
Between Jupiter and Uranus.
Yeah, you wish. Let's see, where are we?
That's about all I know about Saturn.
That's all I know about Saturn. I thought I would be able to find it real quick by just doing that, but I was like, nope.
If you do a Control F, you can find the specific word you're looking for on a page.
No, I got it. I wanted to find this. So the moons of Saturn. Mm-hmm. So it says the moons of Saturn are numerous and diverse and blah, blah, blah. Only 10 has a tiny moonlets and blah blah blah. Anyway, you have Titan, which is the largest, larger than the planet Mercury. It says, but you have let's see. I don't want the moonlets. I want the outer moons. All right, so the outer moons of Saturn. Where the hell are all the names of them?
Oh,
here we go.
There we go.
So we got Mimas or whatever, Enceladus, Tethys, Dione, Rhea, Titan, Lepidus. I'm probably pronouncing all those wrong. I don't give a shit. All right, not gonna go there. So Saturn has a lot of moons, and we've named them.
Mm-hmm.
We've named the moons of Saturn. So Earth has a moon.
Yep.
What is the name of Earth's moon?
Isn't it just Luna?
Well, Luna is lunar. Luna is just Latin for moon. So what is the name of Earth's moon?
I don't think it has a name, does it?
No, it doesn't. How fucking stupid is that? We named all the other moons on every other planet except for ours, which we just call Moon. That's like Tarzan naming his son Boy.
Well, yeah. I mean, we call our planet Earth.
That's my other thing. We call our planet Earth.
Yeah.
What is the stuff that we stand on? What's the Earth?
Yeah.
How stupid is that? We named that planet Saturn, and we named all his moons.
Death.
And we named all his moons, but then when it comes to the place where we live, there's Earth.
Earth.
I just named it after the thing I'm stepping on. Earth. What's that thing up there? The moon? Yeah. And the moon. I mean, how stupid is that? That's just damn dumb.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, like, the naming conventions of the rest of the solar system are awesome. Because, like, Saturn's the god of death, and Jupiter is, like, the elder god, and Mars is the god of war, and Venus is the god of fertility, and then it's just Earth.
Yeah, Earth.
I got a rock.
Right. I'm like, that's so damn stupid. Why are we so stupid?
Just another example of why humanity is fucked up and stupid and can't be trusted. So one job.
So, generally, if you find something like, oh, hey, I found this country, I'm going to name it, whatever. You find something, you name it, right?
Yeah.
We found the moon. No one's ever named the moon, so I'm naming the moon.
Okay.
I'm naming it after me. I'm naming it Turk.
Cool.
And you can't tell me that it's not because no one else has given it a name, right?
Yeah.
Only thing you did was to call it Moon. Moon is a classification. It's not a name. So, since no one else decided to name it, I'm going to name it. I'm claiming that bitch for me.
All right.
It's Turk. It's Moon, and then there's Turk. And all you people that claim that you've landed on Turk and you've walked on Turk, all right? I don't remember any of you asked me for permission. I don't remember you paying me anything. Monopoly rules, bitch. Oh, guess what? You just landed on Turk. You owe me $200. I'm looking at you, Neil Armstrong, DeGrasse Tyson.
In that case, can I name the Earth after me?
I was going to name it Planet Bob, but sure. That's only fair.
I'm gonna call this planet Mick Hawk.
Huh?
Mick Hawk.
Nick Hawk?
Mick Hawk.
Mick Hawk.
M little C HAWK.
Mick Hawk?
Yeah.
Okay.
First name Holden.
Oh, nice. Right now we're approaching Holden McCock. We are now entering the orbit of Holden McCock.
Boy, those astronauts are gonna feel mighty stupid in a few years. That's me playing the long con.
Oh, see that'd be fantastic.
Now approaching the planet Barry McCockiner.
Yeah. And as the satellite blew up and actually exited the planet's orbit, there were streams of debris, like straight coming out of Holden McCock, headed straight for the moon. Oh, so there you go.
Well, there we go. I like our idea better.
Holding my cock and
And Turk.
and the moon Turk. So there you have it. So colonizing the moon, in some ways, I think it'd be kind of neat, but in all actuality, it would just be a nightmare of a cluster.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel sorry for the people that would I don't want to say get roped into it, but for the people that would end up going there and thinking that would be like a great place for a new start and beginning. Because, you know, as it would be billed to them, it would be like the best thing out there.
Yeah.
And be like, oh, heck yeah, that sounds like a great idea. I can start all over again. And yeah. So, but no, it wouldn't. You would just get duped. It would just be like Escape from the Bronx.
Yep.
So, yeah, I think we're best. Well, not we're best, but we're better off. The universe is better off with us staying right where we are.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Again, guess I'll have to pull like a Jake Busey if anyone ever wants to kind of go to Mars, but like, gonna have to sabotage your rocket there, Chief. Can't have that. Trust me, it's for the betterment of the universe.
Hey, Elon Musk, come fight us. We'll kick the shit out of you for trying to ruin the rest of the galaxy.
I don't fight pedophiles. So, yep. And again, this is because eventually you're going to end up getting to a space like a space war between the people of Mars and the people of Earth, and you don't want that.
And then we'll have to come up with funny racial slurs for people born on Mars.
Yeah. Except for like Native Americans, but like finally there comes someone else with red skin.
Now who's the red man?
No, we're taking it back. You know what? I just had an epiphany.
Yeah.
On second thought, I'm kind of in favor of colonizing Mars.
Okay.
Because the people of Mars some of the people there, they will bring their religion with them, but others will be looking for a new religion.
Hey.
In the words of Jumbo from Lilo and Stitch, now it's my turn! So, yeah. Okay. So, please, come to Mars. It's great. We've got a new religion for you. It'll be fantastic. So, hey, redemptionism is alive and well on Mars.
It is.
Wow, it's amazing how quickly I can just change my point of view when there's something in it for me. But you know what they say? That's just, greed is just the Martian way.
You need to that needs to be the only thing on your internet profiles. I never realized how quickly I could change my mind until there's something in it for me. Put that as the opening line on your Tinder profile.
Go home, Kate. I may be a bastard, but I'm not a fucking bastard. Well, my name is Trurk182, but you can call me Archbishop of Redemptionism on the First Colonized Church of Mars.
And I'm Acomi, but you can call me Holden McCock.
We can catch you doing what?
You can catch these hands, bitch.
Yeah. When we will be, I think because of this, we will actually probably be the first. Oh my God. We could be the first podcast on Mars.
We could be.
They would have no choice but to listen to us. We would be the only game in town.
We'd be the only entertainment on the planet.
Oh my goodness. That'd be fantastic. I wonder how soon, though, we could turn into like the Martian Alex Jones.
Immediately. I have been preparing for this my entire fucking life.
Earth has abandoned you. They don't want you there. They don't care about Mars.
You're going to have to eat your neighbor. You're going to have to eat your neighbor's ass. You think I want my kids to see me do that?
You know what they really brought you here for? It's for the Martian sand. That's what they put inside hourglasses.
Oh, good old Alex Jones. I think for 2021 we should do
oh my God,
do a special challenge. So for 2021, I think we need to take Alex Jones's testosterone supplement and see if it makes us totally jacked and handsome.
Well, gee, if that's the case, why don't I just piss in my own mouth?
You're gonna piss in your own mouth and tell yourself it's raining.
Oh, yeah, no, I am not doing that. I'm not putting that poisonous shit in my body. I'd rather eat at Arby's.
Look, there's one of two possibilities. Either one, your testicles are going to shrivel up and fall off, or you're going to get a real big dick, and you'll have gigantic muscles.
Oh, so we talked about that yesterday off mic. I am perfectly comfortable with the size of my dick the way it is. Not because it's really big, but I know that I can get it all the way in.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a very selfish thing. You know, I'd rather know that I can get it all the way in there, right? As opposed to be like, I'm so big, I can like, oh, it's like, you know, all I can get in is like the first 3 inches. Like, you know, whatever. No, hell no, man. I mean, yeah, it's like, I don't have to dig a hole to China. You know, I just gotta dig a hole, you know. I don't need that.
If we can get,
and besides, Alex Jones is not full of muscles.
the pictures on the advertisements for his supplement beg otherwise.
Okay.
I'll
have to take a look at the pictures if you wouldn't mind pulling those up on your phone.
It's literally the exact same picture side by side, but the one after he's taken the supplement, he's tinted slightly red.
Oh, so his pills are turning into Red Hulk.
Yeah. I'm gonna smash those libtards. That's what I'm gonna do.
Wow. That'll probably be the supplement from Mars. That's what you'll take.
Yeah. You blend in, it's camouflage.
That's what he's in. He's just been preparing everybody for the day that they have to leave and go to Mars. We're like, see, you're already ready.
Okay, people, if we can raise $6,000 a month on Patreon, I will take the Alex Jones supplement challenge.
Okay.
$6,000 a month.
I just got to start thinking about now, how am I going to retool this so it's just me doing a podcast? Because I don't think it's going to be as much fun. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to find another co-host that can...
You know I'll be fun, even on drugs.
Oh, you know what I can do though, right? Maybe I can like frequency white noise that shit. So, you know, like it'll be like Mind Quad, right? Like you'll be like all roided out and stuff, and you won't be able to move. But I can hook something up to you so I can just still get your brain waves. We can like put that to sounds. Then you'll feel like a robot. And I'll be like, hey, everybody, it's Trurk182. And me, call me.
Well, we tried signing out a while ago, and I kind of ruined it. But yeah, so catch us later, folks. We'll be broadcasting from Mars.
Take the last train to Marsville, and I'll meet you at the station.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.
All right there, folks. That was Our Moms Think We're Funny. Let's give them a hand.